So in today's video, I figured I want to talk about something a little bit different. Usually on this channel, I do a lot of subscription unboxings, beauty boxes. Occasionally we do some mini makeup reviews. But I was watching a video today by Jen Loves, and she was talking about a subscription box that's kind of going under. I don't know if it's going to be bankruptcy or what the case may be, but she shared a little bit of information about it, and it made me think. I know, you probably see smoke coming, but I thought, you know what? I want to talk about, it's been on my mind lately, how I really feel about subscription boxes. I've been unboxing subscription boxes for 5 years now. So I do have some thoughts and opinions, like always, per usual. So if that is something that you're interested in, want to hear my true thoughts of the unboxing world, community, what I think of it, and the reason why I think they're going under, then keep on watching. All right, really quickly, if you want to know how I got this makeup look, I did like a mini review of the Lunar Beauty. He came out with the Nude Prism collection. So it has like a blush palette, an eyeshadow palette, and 3 lip oils. I got the whole collection. I tried them on, did swatches, gave you my thoughts and opinions. So I will leave that video down below if it's up. I'm not sure if it will be up already. Like what video will go up, this one or that one, I'm not sure. But anywho, if it's up, I will leave the video down below. So like I was saying in my intro, I was watching Jen Loves Reviews. Well, it's Jen Loves. I gotta remember to say Jen Loves because she changed her name. It was Jen Loves Reviews. Now it's Jen Loves. And I just adore her. I love her so much. And she started out doing unboxings. I remember her doing her BoxyCharm. Well, actually it was like nail polish, I want to say. Like a lot of nail polish reviews. But she started doing unboxings. And that's how I found out about her. And then she slowly changed up her channel. Start doing more like reviews. Like really investigative, intense, great reviews. Like she puts a lot of time and just a lot of thought. Like she does a lot of hard work on her channel, you know? And like I said, I really do. I respect her opinion. And so when she puts a video out, I I go and watch it as soon as I see it uploads. And it caught me like when I seen about a subscription box, because she really doesn't do subscription boxes anymore, except for like FabFitFun, here and there BoxyCharm. But I don't really see her doing a lot of unboxings anymore. So this was the title of her video. It says subscription shady, ALLTrue / Causebox, because Causebox, it used to be called Causebox and they changed their name into ALLTrue. It says deleting comments. And then she talks about a little bit more. And then she has a live chat, which I haven't watched her live chat yet, but I'm sure she talked about that a little bit as well. So let me tell you a little bit what's going on with the call. I'll keep saying Causebox because I'll forget because I'm so used to saying Causebox, but the ALLTrue subscription box first, and then we'll get into my thoughts of subscription box, the world of subscription boxes, if you will, you know? So I guess, I don't know if they're filing for bankruptcy or what they're doing, but if you go to their page to order their box, you cannot order their box. It will not allow you. It'll bring you right back to the main page, okay? So you can't even get your spring box. Now, here's the thing. There are people, for instance, like BoxyCharm, Ipsy, different subscription box we pay like every 3 months or maybe 6 months or a year in advance. You know, most people do monthly, but there are people that do that so that way they don't have to worry about it. It's paid. Now, what happens when you're not getting your spring box? Then you start worrying like, where is my spring box? But I paid also for fall box coming, the winter box coming. What am I going to do with that? You know, if that does happen, if you don't get it, like Jen had said, then I would contact your bank, you know. But supposedly people are asking like, where's my box? I paid for my box. Or why can't I order the box? What's going on? And anytime you ask that type of question on their Instagram, they are deleting the comments. The only comments they're leaving up is the good ones, the positive ones. So that's a little suspect right there, in my opinion, when they start deleting comments and can't answer them. Fashionista did that lately, right? Fashionista was a great subscription box. And then all of a sudden, they just stopped communicating. They would make an excuse with COVID. Everything was a COVID excuse, which we all understood, right? Especially smaller brands. It's hard to get the inventory in different things, you know, like BoxyCharm and Ipsy, right? And so they just fashionista just ignored everybody, and nobody got their boxes, and they were still taking out for the next month, and they weren't getting their boxes. And fashionista never did that. That was one of my favorite boxes, so it was a surprise to everybody when fashionista went under, right? And how they did it. And it's the same thing what Causebox, they're doing the same thing fashionista did. And when they used to be the Lola box and different boxes that kind of went under, this is typically what they do. They take it to where you can't order anything. They'll keep collecting your money. I'm not saying the Causebox is doing that right now, but then they go ghost. And then after a while, they delete their Instagram, their Facebook, all their social medias, and you never hear from them again. It's kind of messed up, you know, but that's what happens. And so I believe maybe this is what's going on with the Causebox. So, you know, I would reach out to them. If they ignore your comment, don't, you know, answer your DM, I would definitely get a hold of your bank if you had paid and you haven't received your box, you know. So then that made me start thinking more. Like I talked about the fashionista, there was the Yes Oh Yes, there was the Lola beauty box, and I can keep going, you know. I think with the pandemic, it really hurt a lot of boxes, like the smaller boxes. It really has, because I know firsthand, a few years ago, I was thinking about starting a subscription box, and I reached out to certain companies, and they were like, well, you have to have, I mean, there was one brand that wanted you to have at least 100,000 subscribers for them to even want to work with you. That's why some of the boxes that come out, you're like, how do they get all these great products? Well, they're going to liquidators or different things like that, you know, because it's hard to get brands to work with you when you're just starting out. And it doesn't matter how much money you have, they just won't work with you because they want to see profit as well. And they want something in on it too. Like, okay, I'm putting my brand in your box because I want the exposure too. I want something out of it too. It's like kind of like when you collab with somebody else. If you have 100,000 subscribers, most people aren't going to collab with somebody with 200 subscribers, because what is that person with 100,000? What are they getting out of it? Just the one with 200 subscribers is getting something out of it. So a lot of YouTubers collab with people around the same amount of following. Now, is that fair? Is that right? No, but business-wise, you can kind of understand why they do it, right? Or what companies wanted you to do is pay full price, or they give you a little bit off. So kind of like you're not making any money either, so you just can't do it, right? And so it is hard to start a beauty subscription box. It really, really is. And now with the shipping prices going up, you know, if you charge for shipping, I could tell you myself as a consumer, it's like, I don't want to really pay for a box, right? If I'm already paying, the box is $30 a month, why do I want to pay $8 for shipping? That's $40. But then if you put the shipping in the subscription box and say, charge $38, then people are like, oh my God, that's so expensive. I've done that myself. Like, that is an expensive monthly box. Is it worth it, right? Now you have boxes like BoxyCharm and Ipsy. Because they have millions of subscribers, literally, they get percentage off with the post office, the USPS, and different things. They get, like I said, a percentage off because they're making money and BoxyCharm is making money. So it's cheaper for them to ship out than it is somebody with a smaller indie brand, if that makes sense, right? And when the pandemic happened, nobody really wore makeup. I myself, I was getting all these boxes and still promoting boxes, and I wasn't wearing a lot of stuff. I was using the skincare, but then you were getting so much skincare, it's like you only have one face, right? So you get overwhelmed. So either you canceled your boxes because you have too much stuff, you're overwhelmed, or you're just not wearing it, you know? And I think that's what the issue is. No, a lot of people aren't into subscription boxes anymore. I see the difference with my views alone when I do unboxings now. My views are not like how it used to be. My lowest views would be 10,000 views, right? At my lowest. Now, I can't even get that at my highest. You understand? Because if people aren't buying subscription boxes, they're not going to really want to watch your, why would they want to watch an unboxing? Unless they truly like you, like your personality, they're not really going to watch. Or if 10 people are already in box the same exact thing, why are they going to watch? So it's kind of like if you're not the first one to put that up, you're not getting the views. you know? So I also see that as well with people even unboxing the subscriptions. The views are terrible. That's why, like, even on my channel, I'm starting to do more makeup reviews and different things other than just unboxings, you know? And I do. I feel sorry. Like, I remember a few years ago, subscription boxes was where it was at. Why? Somebody like me. I started doing YouTube when I was 40, a few months away from me turning 41. I started in February. April's my birthday. I would have been 41. So literally 2 months shy till I was 41. You might as well say I was 41. And that's when I started getting back into makeup. And I didn't wear makeup for like 10 years. I went through like a mental thing, like depression, all this type of stuff, that I didn't wear makeup. And so when I came online, because I wasn't really into social media. I didn't have Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, none of that stuff. I'm like, what the heck is all this stuff? Because a lot of the brands like Morphe, different things are really a YouTube brand. You know what I mean? It's not like a MAC or a Maybelline, L'Oreal. That it's like a brand name that people know, a household name. A lot of these brands are these indie brands you wouldn't hear about unless you were on YouTube, right? So when I started my channel, I was like, what the heck is this? When I wore makeup, you didn't have highlighter and all this stuff, right? You just didn't do that. I was born in the 70s, right? So I enjoyed getting subscription boxes because I was too embarrassed to go to an Ulta or Sephora because I didn't know what the heck to get. One time I went, I'll never forget this, I went to a Sephora and I was like, can you help me? I needed makeup brushes, this and that. And I'll never forget, my bill was like over $400. I paid for it, brought it home, and had my husband go back and take it back because I was too embarrassed. But I was like, $400? And I didn't know what the heck. Like, what? A blush is $28. I'm used to a $5 blush. You know what I'm saying? A lipstick. I'm used to $5 lipsticks. And now they're $18, $20, even more. Mascaras, I'm used to them being a few dollars. Now they're $23, $24, right? So that's why, like I said, I enjoy subscription boxes, because subscription boxes came to you and you got to try out things, try out brands you never heard of. And it was like Christmas every month. You didn't know what you were getting. This was before like spoiler channels came and all that stuff. Like BoxyCharm, there were literally only like 5 variations in 2017, 2018, right? So you got one or the other. You just didn't know what variation you got. Now there's literally hundreds and hundreds, like hundreds. I've already got like my variation was like 430 something, right? So there are so many variations. It's really like a mystery box. Subscription boxes are becoming mystery boxes, right? So I think people enjoyed that. They enjoyed the subscription box. They enjoyed makeup coming to them. And you also got it at a discounted rate, right? So again, BoxyCharm, you pay, at the time, it was when BoxyCharm first came out, it was $21 a month. And you got $100 worth of stuff. That was a steal, right? And we all, especially me, we all like to save some money, right? Because I remember when BoxyCharm first came out, they didn't have like name brands. It was all beauty creations. It was all these small, Manica Dar. That's how BoxyCharm first started. BoxyCharm didn't work with Tarte and Natasha Denona and all that stuff. Are you kidding me? No, even Ipsy. Ipsy was not as good as what it was now, right? And so what happened was a lot of people wanted to get into the subscription world because how good BoxyCharm and Ipsy was doing, right? They're the OGs. So everybody wanted to get a subscription box to make money. But then what was happening as time went on, BoxyCharm was getting more subscribers and more subscribers. They were able to work with higher end brands that these smaller beauty boxes just could not keep up. They just can't. And so even myself, I would compare certain boxes. So if a box was $21, at that time, BoxyCharm was $21, I would say, well, I might as well stay with BoxyCharm because look what you get with BoxyCharm. And look at this box is $21 and you're getting all this junk. That's what I would say. Junk. Not really junk, but you know what I mean, right? And I just think that these boxes, they couldn't keep up. And so they went under. People were unsubscribing and they would subscribe to like BoxyCharm and stuff like that, you know? And it's sad and it's a shame because everybody has to start somewhere. Now let's move on to the pandemic. The pandemic didn't really hurt BoxyCharm and Ipsy, right? They have stuff that they are doing months ahead of time. And a lot of brands want to work with them for exposure. But the other ones really took a loss because things couldn't come in on time. So everybody was getting their boxes late and then even myself will complain, well, you take my money out on the first, but why am I not getting my box for the following month? So it's just a lot of things, and people are canceling. People were losing their jobs, right? So people weren't able to afford to get unboxings and like boxes. And so like you would choose food, rent or mortgage, or a beauty box. Well, you're going to choose to get food to feed your family, right? So I think all of that plays a part to why a lot of these subscription boxes are no longer. What I don't understand is just like the Causebox, why they go silent. I don't know if their lawyer tells them to, or they don't know what to say, or maybe they are trying to get back up and they don't want to say anything. I don't know. But the worst thing you can do is ignore your customers, because they are the ones that made you. They're the ones that got you to where you're at. And I just don't understand that. Just keep it real and say, look, we're having issues right now. We'd rather pause the box until we can figure out what's going on. You will get more respect that way. But when you go ghost and you play with somebody's money, then there's issues. So just like I said with fashion stuff, I am shocked. I was friendly with even the owner, and he wouldn't even return my messages, and even other his people that worked for him, they wouldn't reply, and I was shocked. So I don't know, maybe they're embarrassed. I don't know what happened, but I always said that's the wrong business move. I think people can respect you if you can say, look, I'm drowning. We can't do this box anymore. We're going to put it on pause. And maybe a year later, then people will come back to you. But when you get quiet, you ghost them, you don't give them their money, and you keep taking their money, well, then you lose all respect. And once you lose respect, even in my book, I'm done with you, right? So, yeah, I just wanted to come on and just give you my thoughts why I think a lot of these subscription boxes are no longer a thing, why they're closing down. Let me know your thoughts. Also, I wanted to talk about like BoxyCharm and Ipsy. So I put on my community page where it says Ipsy is now going to be like BoxyCharm. I don't understand it too well. If you know anything, let me know below. But what I think what's going to happen, it's going to be one now. So you're not going to have an Ipsy or a BoxyCharm. It's just going to be under Ipsy. Now, in a way, I think that might be a good thing, because even in my own unboxings, I complain a lot because I will get an Ipsy. Let's say I get the Ipsy Plus. Well, I will get stuff in there that I already got my BoxyCharm, or vice versa. Or get Ipsy, like the Complex Culture, that is a Ipsy brand, right? Or Item Beauty, which is a Ipsy brand. I'll end up getting that in my BoxyCharm. There have been times in the same month, I got the same thing in my BoxyCharm and my Ipsy, right? And it's like, why do you want to pay for both then, right? So I think maybe if they become one and work together and know what they're putting in BoxyCharm and know what they're putting in Ipsy, then maybe we won't have that issue. What do you guys think about that? Do you know anything about that? Let me know down below what your thoughts are. And my honest thoughts, I'm kind of tired of beauty boxes myself. I have so much stuff. Like, okay, the AI beauty box I love, but let's just say that whole month is skincare. Then I get the cohorted box, which is a monthly box. And say that month, it's all skincare. Then I get BoxyCharm, and I might get 2 or 3 products that's skincare. Then I get my Ipsy, and that has skincare. So all in one month, I'm getting all this skincare. And how can you use it? You can't use it all. It'll go to waste. Yeah, I can have giveaways and stuff, but now I'm paying for my box, and I'm paying to ship out, and shipping prices are expensive. So it's like not helping me none, if that makes sense. It's like, I'm overwhelmed. Now, makeup, you can always use different makeup and stuff like that. But even with makeup, how many lipsticks, how many lip liners, how many eyeliners, how many black eyeliners, how many eyeshadow palettes, how many blush palettes, right? How much can one person get? So in the beginning, like I said, when I started, I had absolutely no makeup. And then I was into trying different things. Now I'm so overwhelmed. It's like, if I'm not using the product and if I'm doing giveaways all the time, I'm like throwing money away. Does that make sense? And then you guys can even tell in my videos how I'm like, I won't say I'm negative. Some people say I'm negative, but I'm just like, and maybe it is negativity, that I'm like, oh, we got this again. We have this again. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I still love unboxings. That's where I started my channel. I will still continue to do some of them. I'm not going to do a whole lot of unboxings on this channel. I am going to bring back some boxes that I got a while ago, maybe over a year ago, 2 years ago. Bring them back, see if they got any better. and just see how it is, right? And I am going to start doing that, but I'm going to start doing a lot of makeup reviews and tutorials and different things like that, talking about makeup products. Will I buy them? Things like that I'm going to do as well. But I think doing the reviews will help you out as well. I've said that for a while I was going to do that, but then you guys know what's going on with my health. I had to put that on hold, but I'm back. Your girl is back. So, this was a long ass video and I'm all over the place, but I just wanted to come on here and just chit chat and talk and see where you guys think about it. Are you still into subscription boxes or unboxings? And if you don't get subscription boxes, do you still watch unboxings? Let me know down below. Like I said, your girl is nosy. All right, guys, that is everything. Please like this video. It really does help me out, or dislike it. Leave a comment. Let me know how your day's going. Let me know what you think of this video. Let me know any video ideas you have down below. And that's everything, guys. Don't forget, I do have that second channel, Just Ann's World. And like I said, I started my new walk and talks where I just walk around my neighborhood and have a little chit chat so I can exercise, build my heart up a little bit better. And I will do some story times. I'm going to start sitting outside in my backyard and just chit chatting. So if you want to get to know me more on a personal level, then I will leave that channel down below. Check it out. See if that's something that you're interested in. And yeah, that's everything, guys. I think I'm going to make me some eggs, some scrambled eggs with some cheese in it and some toast. I don't know, but for some reason I'm craving eggs. All right, I'm getting off of here. Stay beautiful, stay blessed, stay healthy, and most importantly, always stay you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Oh my God, I was so all over the place. I need to stop doing that. I need to sit down, write down what I want to talk about, and go in order because, girlfriend, you was a hot mess. Yes, you was. It's getting hot in here.